Doctors are warning. 5 worst nuts that harm seniors over 60 and 5 you must eat.
Seniors, did you know that nearly 70 to 90% of older adults are eating nuts that quietly fuel inflammation, weaken muscles, raise harmful cholesterol, and slowly drain strength with every passing year? The shocking part is that many of these nuts are promoted as heart healthy or full of good fats. Yet behind the marketing, they may worsen joint pain, strain the heart, and even harm memory over time. One nut in particular has been linked to higher blood sugar, weaker bones, and greater diabetes risk, and it's a regular in many seniors' snack drawers. But don't worry, because today we'll uncover the 5 nuts you should never touch after 60, and the 5 healthiest ones that can protect your brain, muscles, and heart instead. And make sure to stay until the very end, because nut number 4 contains a hidden compound almost no one talks about, yet it could quietly sabotage your health. Before we dive in, I'd love to know, how old are you and where are you watching from? Share it in the comments below. We read every single one. Worst nut number 5, bitter almonds. Almonds are often praised as a heart-healthy snack, but not all almonds are created equal. One type in particular, bitter almonds, can be surprisingly dangerous, especially for seniors. Unlike the sweet almonds most people enjoy safely, bitter almonds contain a compound called amygdalin. When digested, amygdalin turns into cyanide, a toxic substance that interferes with how your body uses oxygen. For younger adults, even small amounts can cause dizziness, nausea, or confusion. But as we age, the body's ability to detoxify weakens, making seniors far more vulnerable. Just a handful of raw, bitter almonds can trigger severe symptoms, and in larger amounts, the results can be life-threatening. To make things more confusing, bitter almonds are sometimes sold under misleading names, such as apricot kernels, or marketed as detox aids. But there is no detox in cyanide. Cooking or processing destroys much of the danger, but eating them raw, as some alternative health sources recommend, is extremely risky. For older adults trying to stay independent, alert, and mobile, bitter almonds are a nut to avoid entirely. And remember, bitter almonds aren't the only hidden threat. The next nut is far more common. In fact, it's probably sitting in your pantry right now, in spreads, bars, or snack bowls. And yet, it may quietly fuel inflammation and toxic buildup in the body. Worst nut number 4, peanuts. Peanuts may seem harmless. After all, they're in trail mix, peanut butter, protein bars, and party bowls everywhere. But here's the truth. Peanuts aren't even true nuts. They belong to the legume family, and because they grow underground, they are highly vulnerable to contamination from aflatoxins, toxic compounds created by mold. Over time, these toxins can weaken the immune system, stress the liver, and raise cancer risk. For seniors whose bodies no longer flush toxins as effectively, peanuts can quietly contribute to fatigue, inflammation, and poor resilience. But that's only part of the story. Peanuts are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. While your body does need some, too much throws off the delicate balance with omega-3s, fueling inflammation that worsens joint pain, slows circulation, and even clouds memory. For anyone over 60, that kind of inflammation is the silent enemy of strength and independence. There's another hidden risk too. Peanuts contain vitamin K, which can interfere with blood thinners, medications many seniors rely on. This increases the risk of blood clots or unexpected bleeding. And peanut butter? Most commercial jars are full of sugar, salt, and hydrogenated oils that quietly drive up blood pressure and strain the heart. So while peanuts may feel like a cheap, easy snack, for seniors they can undermine energy, mobility, and heart health. They're far from the safe protein source many people believe. Worst nut number 3, macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts are often seen as a creamy, indulgent treat, but for seniors, they may do more harm than good. While they are rich in fat, they're very low in both protein and fiber, 2 nutrients your muscles desperately need as you age. Without enough protein and fiber, the body struggles to rebuild tissue, leaving muscles weaker, recovery slower, and legs feeling heavy. Over time, this can contribute to gradual muscle loss and reduced independence. Their high calorie density adds another challenge. Just a small handful packs a lot of calories, and for those who are less active, weight gain can creep in quickly. Extra weight means extra pressure on aging joints, making it harder to walk, climb stairs, or stay mobile. To make matters worse, many packaged macadamia nuts are roasted in inflammatory oils and coated in salt. a recipe that stiffens joints, raises blood pressure, and slows circulation. So while macadamias may feel like a luxurious snack, their poor protein content, high calories, and added processing make them a hidden enemy to strength and mobility in later life. But the next nut is even more concerning, not only because of how it affects your health, but also because of how it can quietly interfere with your medications without you even realizing it. Worst nut number 2, pine nuts. Pine nuts may look small and harmless, often sprinkled over salads or blended into pesto, but for seniors, they can carry risks that go unnoticed. One of the biggest concerns is their ability to interfere with common medications. Compounds in pine nuts can affect how the liver processes drugs, such as blood pressure pills, cholesterol-lowering statins, and circulation medications. This can lead to unpredictable spikes in blood pressure, irregular heartbeats, or even clotting issues, a dangerous risk for older adults managing multiple prescriptions. Another issue is pine mouth, a condition where everything tastes metallic or bitter for days after eating pine nuts. For seniors who already struggle with low appetite, this unpleasant side effect can cause them to eat less, lose strength, and recover more slowly from illness. Pine nuts are also rich in polyunsaturated fats, which oxidize quickly as they age. Once oxidized, these fats release harmful compounds that can accelerate joint pain, damage arteries, and even impair brain health. On top of that, their small, slippery shape makes them a choking hazard for those with dry mouth or reduced chewing strength, both of which are common in later life. So while pine nuts may appear delicate and nutritious, they carry hidden risks that seniors cannot afford to ignore. And they're not the last nut to watch out for. The next one is creamy, popular, and often marketed as healthy, yet it may quietly be weakening your bones. Now, before we continue, let me ask you something. How's your health been lately? If you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a like and subscribe to Senior Vital Health so we can keep bringing you empowering tips every week. And if you found this video helpful, consider clicking the super thanks button below. It's a wonderful way to send a small token of appreciation and help support this mission of keeping seniors strong and independent. Worst nut number 1, cashews. Cashews are creamy, versatile, and often marketed as heart-healthy. But for seniors, they can quietly chip away at health in several ways. One hidden problem is their high oxalate content. Oxalates bind to calcium in the gut, blocking absorption and leaving bones weaker over time. For older adults, whose bone density is already declining, this increases the risk of fractures, falls, and long recovery times. Cashews also contain more carbohydrates than most nuts, which can trigger sudden blood sugar spikes, especially dangerous for those managing diabetes or prediabetes. Over time, these spikes harm circulation and slow healing in the legs and feet. On top of that, the same oxalates that block calcium can also contribute to kidney stones, a painful condition that becomes more common with age and dehydration. Even their texture poses a risk. Smooth and dense, cashews can be a choking hazard for seniors with dry mouth or reduced chewing strength. So while they may seem like a harmless snack, cashews can undermine bone strength, raise blood sugar, and stress the kidneys. For anyone over 60 aiming to stay mobile and independent, cashews are best left off the menu. Now, here's the good news. Not all nuts are harmful. In fact, some are powerful allies for seniors, protecting memory, supporting circulation, and keeping muscles strong. Let's move into the 5 best nuts you should be eating after 60. Best nut number 5, chestnuts. Chestnuts stand apart from most nuts because they are naturally low in fat, but high in complex carbohydrates and fiber. For seniors, this makes them a steady source of long-lasting energy, helping you stay active without the heavy feeling that comes from richer, fattier nuts. They also support healthy digestion, keeping your gut moving smoothly and nutrients flowing where they're needed. What makes chestnuts unique is their vitamin C content, a nutrient rarely found in nuts. Vitamin C, along with vitamin E and other antioxidants in chestnuts, helps fight inflammation and protect muscle tissue as the years go by. In one study, chestnut consumption was linked to better blood sugar control and lower LDL cholesterol, making them an excellent choice for protecting both your metabolism and your heart. Chestnuts are also versatile in the kitchen. You can roast them for a warm, comforting snack, grind them into flour for baking, or chop them into rice and pasta dishes for extra nutrition. Just remember they're more perishable than other nuts, so store them properly in the fridge. Personally, I think roasted chestnuts mixed into a grain bowl or soup can be one of the most satisfying ways to enjoy them. For seniors looking for a nut that provides steady energy, supports digestion, and helps protect the heart and muscles, chestnuts are a quiet but powerful ally. Best nut number 4, almonds. Almonds are more than just a crunchy snack. They're one of the best daily habits seniors can build. Packed with calcium, magnesium, and healthy fats, almonds support bones, muscles, the heart, and even the brain. As we age, bone density naturally declines, but almonds provide the calcium needed to keep bones strong, while magnesium helps guide that calcium into the right places. Your bones and muscles, not your arteries. Their plant protein and monounsaturated fats also work together to slow muscle loss, one of the biggest drivers of weakness and falls after 60. In fact, research shows that older adults who regularly include almonds in their diets maintain higher physical function and lower frailty risk than those who don't. Almonds also support digestion with fiber, easing constipation and bloating, common issues that sap energy and mobility. For the heart, almonds help lower LDL cholesterol and support smoother circulation, which reduces stroke risk. And thanks to the antioxidants concentrated in their brown skin, they also protect the brain against age-related decline, preserving memory and focus. Whether eaten raw, roasted, or chopped into yogurt and oatmeal, almonds are a true all-rounder. A handful a day can help keep your bones, muscles, heart, and brain stronger for longer. Best nut number 3, walnuts. Walnuts are often called food for the brain, and for good reason. Their shape resembles a tiny brain, and their nutrients strongly support memory and focus. At the core of their power is ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. ALA keeps brain cells flexible and helps maintain clear communication between them, which is essential for sharp thinking and coordination as we age. But walnuts don't just support brain function, they actively protect it. Rich in antioxidants known as polyphenols, walnuts can cross the blood-brain barrier and shield neurons from inflammation and oxidative stress. This defense helps slow memory decline and keeps the brain younger for longer. In one study, seniors who ate walnuts regularly performed better on memory and processing tests than those who didn't. Walnuts also benefit the rest of the body. They contain arginine, an amino acid that boosts circulation, ensuring muscles receive oxygen for steady movement and balance. On top of that, walnuts provide natural melatonin, which can improve sleep quality, something many older adults struggle with. Better sleep means more energy, clearer thinking, and a brighter mood. A small handful a few times a week can strengthen both mind and body. Whether sprinkled on salads, added to oatmeal, or eaten plain, walnuts are a simple but powerful tool for staying sharp and steady. Best nut number 2, Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts may not be as common as almonds or walnuts, but their impact on senior health is remarkable. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts a day can meet your body's need for selenium, a mineral essential for thyroid health. Your thyroid helps regulate energy, metabolism, and muscle maintenance, all of which become harder to manage with age. Seniors with healthy thyroid function often have stronger muscles, steadier coordination, and better overall vitality. Selenium also plays a role in supporting the immune system and reducing inflammation, protecting the body from infections, and slowing the wear and tear that comes with aging. For both men and women, Brazil nuts may even support testosterone production, which helps maintain bone density and muscle mass later in life. The key with Brazil nuts is moderation. Because they're so high in selenium, eating too many can be harmful. But just 2 or 3 raw, unsalted Brazil nuts are enough to provide powerful protection without risk. They make an excellent midday snack or can be chopped into oatmeal, salads, or yogurt for a nutrient-rich boost. For seniors who want to protect strength, balance hormones, and support long-term energy, Brazil nuts are one of the simplest and most effective foods you can add to your routine. Best nut number 1, pistachios. Pistachios may be small, but they pack a powerful punch for seniors. Unlike salty snacks that raise blood pressure, pistachios are naturally rich in potassium, which helps relax blood vessels and supports smoother circulation. This means stronger legs, a healthier heart, and more energy for daily movement. They also stand out for eye health. Pistachios contain lutein and zeaxanthin, carotenoids that protect against age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss in older adults. Clearer vision doesn't just help you see better, it reduces fall risk, boosts coordination, and preserves independence. On top of that, pistachios provide plant-based protein and healthy fats that keep blood sugar steady and energy levels balanced. For seniors managing diabetes or fatigue, this makes them an especially smart choice. Even the simple act of cracking open pistachios engages the hands and mind, encouraging mindful eating and helping maintain fine motor skills. In one clinical study, adults who ate pistachios daily saw a significant drop in systolic blood pressure, thanks to their unique blend of antioxidants and minerals. Enjoy them roasted or plain, and keep portions to a small handful for maximum benefit. When it comes to protecting the heart, brain, muscles, and eyes all at once, pistachios truly deserve a place in your diet. Medical disclaimer. Before we wrap up, an important reminder. The information shared in this video is for general educational purposes only. It is not medical advice and should not replace guidance from your doctor or licensed healthcare provider. Everyone's health situation is unique, especially when managing conditions or taking medications. Always consult your physician before making dietary changes, particularly if you are over 60 or living with ongoing health concerns. Let's quickly recap what we've covered today. We started with 5 nuts that can quietly harm seniors: bitter almonds, peanuts, macadamias, pine nuts, and cashews. Each of these comes with risks like toxins, inflammation, medication interference, or bone weakening. But we didn't stop there. We also looked at 5 of the most protective nuts for seniors: chestnuts for steady energy, almonds for bone and brain strength, walnuts for memory and circulation, Brazil nuts for hormonal and thyroid health, and pistachios for heart and eye protection. Together, they provide powerful nutrition to help you stay strong, steady, and independent well into your later years. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these nuts do you eat most often, and are you open to trying any of the healthier ones we shared today? Let us know in the comments. If this video helped you, please like it, subscribe to Senior Vital Health, and share it with someone who could use these tips. And don't stop here. If you want to learn the best vegetables for fighting inflammation after 60, tap the next video on your screen. It could make a real difference for your health. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.